Up next on End of the Day Beer Review, we're going to be looking at KCBC's 7th Birthday Zombie. This is a fruited sour. Check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich and welcome to End of the Day Beer Review. And today we are looking at something a little bit different. Normally I'm a stout person. Last video I think I did an Oktoberfest. Today we are looking at a fruited sour by KCBC. Now, let's just go through this. KCBC is the Kings County Brewers Collective, and it is in Brooklyn, New York. Now, this is a sour ale with strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, passion fruit, vanilla, and milk sugar, barley, and wheat. And it comes in at 7% ABV. So this has got a heck of a flavor profile. I do love the art on their cans. In fact, I picked up an oatmeal stout that they put out also called Bodega Cat, which I'm going to be reviewing soon. Now, this was canned on 9/1/23, and today is, I think, like October 22nd or something like that. So this has been in the can a little bit more than a month, about a month and a half, so that's a pretty fresh beer. Let's crack it open. Now, I have not had, oh, okay, there's just a fruity smell that has come through the bar. It's sort of nondescript, actually. It's, I want to say it's like a blackberry seltzer that I'm getting, sort of that aroma. Now, I have no idea what this is going to look like. I have no idea what this is going to taste like. I have had one fruited sour before, or one sour. And I liked it. It was different. So I'm sort of excited to see what this one is like. I'm using my trusty Guinness glass, which is, again, probably sort of a sacrilege using a Guinness glass for a fruited sour, but let's give it a try. How does it pour? Ooh. You know, this pours very much like another beer I've seen, which is Linderman's Framois, which is a lambic. It has some pretty intense carbonation, definitely sort of a dark purple or sort of dark red, sort of a pink head, about a finger's full. I'm getting strawberry, I'm getting blackberry, maybe a hint, just a hint of vanilla, but there's also just a generic sourness to the aroma, which it sounds sort of weird, but it's almost like I'm putting my nose into a bag of Sour Patch Kids, and that's sort of what I'm getting aroma-wise. Yeah, but to me this is blueberries and strawberries and blackberries. I'm not sure I'm getting the blueberries. All right, let's see how it is. Oh, that's tart. So everything in my mouth just went and sort of taste bud cramp. Something I normally get when I bite into like a fall apple with the sweetness, sort of like everything sort of cramps up here and here in your mouth. A lot of strawberry on this for me. I think and strawberry and vanilla is more of what I'm getting. And there is a certain sweetness to it, but there's definitely a tartness. This to me is like a Sour Patch Kid. Sort of sweet on the initial intake and sweet on sort of like the front end, but as it goes down, it sort of makes your taste buds cramp up because it is sour. It's really refreshing. It's really, really dry. Yeah. And the bitterness that hangs out on your lips is really, really intense. You know, I've had an IPA from this particular brewery and I really enjoyed it. This is not my style of beer, number one. First off, it's 7%. I'm tasting no alcohol here. This is a dangerous, dangerous beer. The only thing that would slow you down is the tartness, but depending on what you're eating, if you're drinking this with a meal, I could really see this cutting through like sort of a heavy meal and sort of being a palate cleanser, because that's really what it is. It's almost like a very, like I said, it's like eating a red-ish Sour Patch Kid. You know, sort of sweet at the beginning, then it just dives into the tartness, and it causes your taste buds to sort of cramp up. It's really an enjoyable experience, quite honestly. but it definitely makes your mouth pucker, and there is such a dryness to it that, this is complex as hell. In fact, I'm gonna have to go to the can for this one. There's a little more in there. This is not a beer to be wasted, I will tell you that. All right, I'm getting the sour. That's what I was doing. So I'm getting the strawberry, I'm getting the raspberry. What I'm not getting is the blueberry. And I have to be honest with you, I have never been able to taste passion fruit in a beer. I've heard it being in a beer before. It's never hit with me. This has hit really, really nicely with the strawberries and definitely the raspberries. It makes you salivate a lot because of that sourness. This is a very enjoyable beer, but this is a beer that I feel like I would want to share with people. Now I do have 2 more cans of it. I bought a 4-pack. 1 can, unfortunately, I dropped and completely wasted. That's this one. It sort of exploded on the bar. This one I will drink, and I will drink slowly because the sourness of it sort of demands it. But I'll tell you something, it is a really interesting beer, and I wish someone else was here to try this with me, because it's the type of beer that I think that, depending on your palate, and depending on what you sort of like in your beer, that you may well get a different flavor profile from it, you know, depending on who the person is. I mean, not even to mention that everyone's taste buds are a little bit different, but this is really something else. And it encompasses all of those senses that go into taste. As you bring it up to your nose, you're getting that aroma. The aroma is lovely. Again, I'm getting strawberries, raspberries, maybe a hint of vanilla. And then when you drink it, that sweetness on the front end is really sort of deceptive. And then as you drink it down, that tartness sort of takes over your mouth. And like I said, my taste buds, and I'm probably using the wrong terminology here, but they seem to sort of like cramp up. And it is a really, really enjoyable beer. It's not what I would sit there and go, oh yeah, that's what I want to drink every single night. But this is definitely a beer that I would love to sit around with a group of people and study and discuss and try to see, you know, what they got out of it. So I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna enjoy the rest of this one and probably analyze the hell out of it for the next hour. If you've had a fruited sour I should try, please throw it down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. If you have tried something by KCBC, this is a relatively local brewery for me. It is in New York, so I consider basically anything in New York sort of local. But this is Brooklyn, and I'm on Long Island, so Brooklyn is not too far away. But this is a really interesting, and so far, Kings County Brewers Collective, everything that I've tried has either been objectively excellent or really, really interesting and in need of more examination. And I feel like that's what this one is. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed the review. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Cheers.